happening. Hey-o!
Hi.
Hey, we made it.
You know, it's a blue light special tonight. I just
It is
realized.
It is a blue light special, and we're in matching shirt special.
Oh
as
my
well.
God, we are. How did we?
Yeah.
We didn't even plan this.
No planning. I mean, the blue light's pretty
Oh,
standard,
so-
but yeah.
Yeah.
My chair randomly sinks on me. It's quite entertaining. So yeah, I start off like this, and suddenly I just go like that. And it's because the chair is just randomly sunk on me. It's good fun.
You have your own personal elevator.
I do. Yes, it's not always the best thing to have though. So, but it's a very old chair. I bought it back in 2020, so it's like well over 4 years old now. It's definitely got a lot of use.
Well, I mean, I know this is not what we're talking about tonight, but since we're talking about chairs,
Go for
I
it.
bought myself a new chair.
Ooh. Oh, it's fancy.
It's a gamer chair, and I do not play video games, but you know, it's super comfy. It's the butt can slide forward and back if you want.
There we go.
I mean, I finally, after I don't know 4 or 5 years working from home now, got myself a nice chair.
There we go. It's got to be done.
I know, so very exciting.
Yeah. Honestly,
cheers, people.
I spent ages looking at different gamer chairs and things online, and I eventually found one I really liked, and it's been on my Amazon wish list for a while. And I'm like, at some point, I'll be able to afford that, very, very expensive chair. In essence,
not cheap.
No, good chairs.
You know, if you ever need to come and play some games, I've got a chair. I just don't have the games. You have to BYOG.
BYOG. I will bring my own games. So
Perfect.
There we go.
Perfect.
Love that.
Hey,
all
everybody.
right. Hey, everybody. It's just the two of us this week. Leigh-A is just hanging out in the background. She is working hard for the Gathering Madness, which is next weekend. So hopefully, if you're able to attend that, you have your tickets sorted, because I'm pretty sure they're not on sale anymore. But there are digital tickets available, which you should definitely grab. Leia's going to throw a link in the chat about that, I think. How much are they?
Oh, $15 US.
$15.
$15.
That's a bargain. That's what that is.
I know, it is a bargain.
You're getting a better deal even from the sea folk on that one, I'll tell you that. So
I know.
Get your tickets, folks. But yeah. So Leia's working on that. Mel's got a, she's wrestling up some co-workers and shit and getting things done. She's slaying it in the professional world. So
she is.
It is just Amis and I. But we're gonna have some fun. Yeah. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. Here it is. It's just popping in chat now. So thank you so much. blacktowerpod.com/TGM. So go over and grab that, folks. Yeah, it's just Amis and I. We're gonna hang out and chat about making adverts, because we are suspecting at some point in the next 6 months, obviously, because there's only 176 days to go until season 3 is released. I've decided
That's what we think.
That I have faith in between what I've heard and what Kev's theory is. And if you don't know what Kev's theory is, you need to go check him out on Twitter because it's expensive. We're going for April 10th, and that is 176 days away. So
you heard it here, people.
Yep.
April 10th.
A trailer should come before that, in theory. They usually do. And so we got thinking about that. We were like, hey, we like making adverts here, but we've not done it for a while. So at some point tonight, we're going to need your help as we create a trailer, advert, however you want to call it, for that awesome thing you never knew you never needed. So,
like all the things we advertise.
Like all the things we advertise. In fact, should we kick it off with an advertisement?
Yeah, are we going to play my favorite?
Which one's your favorite?
Well, you know which one. It's pointy.
It's point. I mean, there's usually points in most of them.
Yeah. Have you all seen our advertisements? I mean, if you haven't, you're going to be shocked at how amazing they are.
Yeah, I mean, there's the super cute one, Maidhood and Maternity. We could do that one.
Yeah, and it's also politics season, which I love that one. If you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that one's short and sweet. Actually, let's play that one to kick it off.
Yeah,
so yeah,
for politics' sake.
This is voiced by the amazing Kev. Not Kevin Angus, the other Kev, who's also very cool. Yes.
The following is a paid political announcement from the Cúlaidan Thakara Khan campaign.
Randall Thor. Who is this man? He wants to be the Kare Khan, but what do we really know about him? Randall Thor claims to be Aiel, but is a soft Wetlander who carries a sword. Randall Thor claims to know our history, but says we come from servants. Randall Thor doesn't want us to take the fifth from Wetlanders. Randall Thor has toe. Cúlaidan has never touched a sword and understands J-Toe. Cúlaidan knows we are a proud race of noble warriors who have never served anyone. Cúlaidan, he has G. Randall Thor, he has toe.
Cúlaidan, instead of the fifth, he'll give you the sixth.
Yeah, we'll take the sixth.
Cúlaidan.
I love that. It's great to have a math joke in there for Wise One Shelley. So
it's true.
Yeah, those that's an example of one of the words from our sponsor, I believe, is how we've titled them in general terms. So we're gonna make one of those later, but we're gonna kick it off because there's some fun things to talk about. So we'll kick it off with a bit of Daily Vale, and then we will get into some fun advertisements. So yeah, let's do that. I would say that better if I didn't. Here's queued up Daily Vale. I'm so slick tonight, obviously.
Spear brothers and sisters,
it is time to cover up your face.
For the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Vale.
So much news.
So much news. Let's kick it off with a name day celebration, shall we? Because today would have been Robert Jordan's birthday. So,
pour one out.
Yep, absolutely. Happy name day to you, sir. So this is Dragonman's post about it, folks. This is from 1991, obviously taken just after the release of Dragon Reborn, 2 days before his 43rd birthday. So it's it's a beautiful post there. So we had to kick it off with that.
Much G.
Much. So what news do you want to talk about first, Miss?
We have a few things. Let's talk about the Maddie thing, which is pretty cool.
The Maddie thing. Oh, good. You asked me for the thing I hadn't opened up. Where is that?
Oh,
there it is.
Okay. Let's talk about.
No, wait. Look at that.
Wait.
I'm speedy. Da-da!
You're so fast.
I'm so fast. What is this, Amis?
This is Madeleine announcing that she will be joining the L'Oréal Paris, Australia, and New Zealand family as a Woman of Worth. This is something that's been going on for 50 years now. This is their 50th year, where it's been symbolic with empowering women of all ages to believe that they have a sense of worth. And so there's a whole bunch of women who have been joining. There's been a few posts from other women as well that I've just noticed. No one I really knew, but yep, she's got a few pictures. She has 2 posts on Twitter, and they're pretty beautiful pictures. But I'm worth it is the kind of the slogan there, so it's pretty cool. Now there is another version outside of Australia and New Zealand too, but they're all celebrating 50th year. So
love that. That's
yeah,
great.
Maddie.
She looks banging in that as well. Like,
oh my
seriously,
gosh,
very,
yeah.
like,
Those are the black outfits. She has the other pictures are in like a cream outfit.
Where are they? Are they like in replies or just another post she did?
She did 2 posts. I probably only gave you 1.
That's fine.
But
I can probably. Oh no, I found the other one.
You have it. Be still, my beating heart with that cream suit. Oh, good Lord.
Like, I mean, this is.
I mean, look at that.
My God.
I'm respectfully looking at you, Maddie. And you look great.
Respectful thirsting now.
She's like,
Yeah.
I love my favorite might be the hands, where she's got her hands like this. I love that.
Yeah. I love that. I love what they've done with the hair there as well. Like, it's really like coming around and then just.
I know, it looks like she's got like a teardrop at the end.
Yeah. So.
Or a spearhead.
Or spearhead of hair. A spear hair. But yeah, seriously, very, very cool. Awesome.
A spear?
A spear hair? The pants are very cool. You are right there, String Flame. So. All right. So that's Maddie.
Yeah.
Shall we? Let's talk a bit about Wraith. Let's talk.
Wraith.
Is everyone there for their Panic Station Zebra moment? God of War has decided it needs new writers. They're starting over on the series because of the departure of executive producers Rafe Judkins, Hawk Otsby, and Mark Thurgis. So, are we all ready to panic that Rafe got fired? Because he didn't.
I mean, is that just, I said I talk for he got fired? We don't know.
No, I don't actually know.
I choose to believe, well, one, I mean, maybe there's some other brilliant writers for God of War, so that's cool. But 2, I firmly believe they're like, so like the Sony CEO is like, hey, let's get back to more of a TV type schedule, right?
Right.
We are constantly banging out shows consistently, not too far apart. So maybe they were like, hey, Rafe, you know what? Time to get back and start working on season 4 writing right now. So that's what I choose to believe.
Yeah, I like that. As it says here, sorry, folks, I had a shrug in my throat a little bit before the show, and it seems to not be going away. Sony and Amazon's plan is to hire a whole new writer's room for the series that remains an important asset for Prime. Judkins is a major player for the streamer. He's the showrunner on Wheel of Time. Judkins is also under an overall deal with Sony where he will continue to focus on new development. So what this says to me is he was kind of brought in to be like, kick it off, get it going. Like, as it says slightly above in the article, like they've done multiple scripts for the first season. So like they've laid the groundwork. It's there. It's going to be made. It's going to be put out. And now he's like, right, you've laid the groundwork that's solid there. You've set up the system in place. Now carry on with Wheel of Time, but also like there'll be more new things for you to launch for us type thing. So yeah, it's I don't think it's a bad thing. So
I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm sure.
And then the article goes on to I mean, maybe he does like God of War. This is true. I do remember. Luckily enough, when I was lucky enough to meet him outside of Maya's play, when he went to see Maya's play, I did ask him about God of War, and I was like, "How is it going?" And he was like, at that point, he's like, "Great, we've just put in the scripts. You know, it's really exciting. I'm having fun doing it. It's nice to get the variety of things." But you know, he's like, you know, it's fun, but Wheel of Time is my love. So like, you know, that's kind of done. I'll go back to Wheel of Time now, sort of thing. So like, it wasn't a case of, I don't think there's anything bad happening here, but I loved how I did see a little smidge on Twitter.
A little
of
panic.
people being like, oh no, Rafe Scott, he's been fired. And it's like, no. He goes in, he's the startup guy. They're like, keep knocking out that Wheel of Time because that's fucking awesome. I'm still on the season 3 is going to rock the world stage. And in between that, we've got to keep you busy. We're paying you. So like, just keep setting us up for more awesome stuff that we can then just carry on once you've got the place set up and ready to roll for us. So yeah, I think it's perfectly fine. So
I'm not worried.
Winter's Lady, do executive directors depart like this often? Yeah. Execs, EPs, they do change sometimes. He's under an overall contract, as we said, with Sony and that to, start new content in essence. So this is kind of his job along with Wheel of Time. Like do Wheel of Time in Wheel of Time off season, start up new stuff for us, go back to Wheel of Time, start off new stuff, go back to Wheel of Time. That's basically his job. So, this
and
is
I don't know if you know this, but I'm an IEL as a contractor in corporate Wetlander right now. And anytime anyone comes in that's, C-suite, that they're new, they always have to make changes. Mm-hmm. You could work for 5 years on planning a raid and somebody new comes in and they just like, fuck it. We're not doing that anymore. We're doing something else. So change in corporate Wetlander is not new. It happens all the time.
Absolutely. As Matthew's putting here, like J.J. Abrams, produce and direct the first episode of everything and then sneak away. I mean, J.J. Abrams does do that. He's like, I'm going to come in and I'm going to do the first movie of this. And then someone else is going to take over after that and do the sequels. This feels very similar. It's not the scariest of situations to be in. And also, shout out to Patrick here for this one. Guys, don't worry about Rafe. He's a survivor.
He is. Definitely.
I love that.
He's an OG survivor.
He's an OG survivor. That tickled me. I had to put it on screen. So, all right. Let's talk about a fellow fan who's also a prolific writer themselves.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's put this up.
Do we know the wonderful Bree? We do, I hope. Yes. Good.
we all should know the one. If you don't know, time to find out.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Mm-hmm. In fact, we did a whole podcast about this like 4 months ago when she came on and we talked about her Sexy Dragon book and Romancing the Vote.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, Bree is this like she's been put up by the Democracy Heroes on Instagram. So this is like an article basically just celebrating Romancing the Vote that Bree is a huge part of. I don't know how many people are exactly involved, but obviously Bree is a major player in that. And there we go, author and co-founder of Romancing the Vote. So at least one of two, maybe one of three, I'm not 100% sure. But it's a collective of romance authors dedicated to dismantling voter suppression in Georgia and the US, if you didn't know what Romancing the Vote was about. And, there we go. It actually says. I didn't realize that bit.
Courtney
and Donna, yeah. They've created Jesus Christ, they've raised over $1 million.
Yes, that was their big, so when we talked about her fundraiser before it ended, they were having all these goals. So in the course of the 2 or 3 years now, maybe that they've been doing this, they've raised over $1 million.
That's incredible.
Romance writers are powerful, and romance books are here to stay, folks. Get used to it. There's a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah. So kudos to Bree and Donna and Courtney for that, because that's not just an incredible achievement what they do each year, but the fact that they've now in just a few years hit $1 million is absolutely insane, and they're getting recognition for that, rightfully so. So I love that. That's incredible.
Yeah, we love you, Bree.
Mm-hmm. You have to come back on again, Bree, at some point. We have new questions, so.
Yeah, and I haven't read her second book yet, which came out in August, so I need to do that.
That's fine.
I mean, darn. I might have to reread the first one.
Oh, I know, right? I need to get and read it myself, so. Yeah. Thank you for popping it in chat. All right, I think the last piece, am I right now? This one?
Let's see.
The
Which
sports
one?
ball one?
Oh, nope, not that.
No.
I think there. Oh, do we have Matthew's thing he created for us?
Oh, no, I was just going to play that at some point for a bit of fun.
Okay. Nope,
Although
no other news today.
No, there is one. There is kind of like a small smidge of news.
Is there?
It's not like Wheel of Time, but it's Amazon news. So I wanted to share it, and that is Amazon has snagged exclusive rights. This is a Variety article, by the way, folks. Amazon has snagged exclusive rights to NFL playoff game for the 24-25 season of the NFL. Okay, so in essence, they will have rights to one NFL playoff game in the season. And that's pretty big because people keep talking about, will they have like a Super Bowl advert or something like that? I don't think timings for this will coincide with, say, a season 4 advertisement. However, I do think this is the groundwork for maybe eventually seeing Wheel of Time advertised during American football.
Yeah, so this link is a good segue into our discussion about, are we going to see trailers, BTS footage, past announcements? When are we going to see that? So that's why I posted that link.
Yeah.
Because I really believe that that's a good vehicle for that, like you're saying. They have one playoff game, and they have the Black Friday game, which this year is a Chiefs game, which is a pretty big viewership, the Chiefs. So they could easily, that's November 30th. So if we're thinking April 10th, let's say, let's use that as our North Star, right? April 10th. Yeah, that would be a good time for a quick little teaser, don't you think? November 30th, or the playoff game, which is probably like December or something, January. I don't know when playoffs are.
Oh, for some reason I misread this. I thought this was playoff at the end of the season when they hit the playoffs.
Yes, that too. There's two things. So they have one playoff game at the end. So that's like January or December.
Right.
Oh, and they also have the Black Friday game, which is on November 30th, the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, so I've missed that in the article. Sorry, I've stuck with just the playoff bit.
Okay.
I've missed that they had the Black Friday. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. So 2 opportunities for them to if the show's in April, 2 opportunities to share some sort of teaser or trailer, because there's a huge increase of, what did they, I don't know, it's in the article, but like a huge number of people that have started watching it that were, a younger generation that does more streaming than somebody who watches, like, if they had a number of the difference between somebody who watches just like regular old antenna TV games versus like cable games versus streaming games or something like that, and how that number is just increased the viewership with like people that are probably 15 years younger than me. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so according to Nielsen, Prime Video's second season of exclusive Thursday Night Football registered a 24% increase among total average viewers over the previous season, 11.86 versus 9.58. The median age of Prime Video's TNF audience was approximately 7 years younger than those watching NFL games on linear TV networks, and nearly 14 years younger than audience watching primetime broadcast television during the fall 2023 season. So the November 30th Seahawks Cowboys game attracted 15.3 million viewers, making it Prime Video's most watched TNF to date. Okay, so yeah, they're seeing how the football's getting them better viewership, which could also, and apparently Deadline, one wrong hit. Deadline has a big article about how good Amazon's doing due to the NFL and Rings of Power combined. So this could lead to advertising. I like the area of the Black Friday game. So I didn't realize that was pre. So although when is playoffs? Will playoffs be before April?
Well, Super Bowl is usually in February, so January, December, I would think. So
so we could have.
This also depends if Amazon actually chooses to market the show, which is just crossing fingers they'll realize they own this broadcast every year on Black Friday, and then they also own this game. Like, it's probably a good time to, advertise for your own shows.
Yeah, I mean, why not? As Patrick says, a trailer would fit nicely between a domestic lager and a diabetes drug commercial.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it would be the perfect place to put it. So I like this idea. I feel like I need to go to find Kev's Twitter page now, because Kev he's been posting his theories, and they are extensive, but he's got like a whole timeline thing. So let me find where he's posted that, because it's actually really, really good. Okay, so let's share this. I'll pop this up on screen. So here is his current sort of status. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger. That's better. Okay. So he's thinking Wheel of Time will return on Thursday, April 10th for you, probably Friday, April 11th, very, very, very early in the morning for me, 2025. And he just goes through some of the marketing. So he's got a lot of things here, folks. I do recommend, if you're really that interested, you go and scroll through this. But where's his imagery? That's the best one. He had a whole little... here we go. So this is his current prediction on phases. So in October, November, the Tweeter of Chaos will appear, possible release drop dates. There will be 0 or minimal New York Comic Con presence.
0.
But he's predicting some of the first promo images being shared. December, we get a teaser trailer announced, maybe aired at CCXPO in Brazil. Release date drop with teaser if it wasn't in phase 1. And then January, February, more promo images, first round posters, cast revealed, things like that. Insiders look, because obviously they've done that for the first 2 seasons. And then in March, the second teaser trailer drops, more posters, puzzles, games, things of that nature. Early look, season 3, maybe a cold open. And then in March into April, you get feature length trailer drops. Talk show, press interviews start appearing, a premiere, and cast members appearance. He thinks he's hoping for at the Jordan Conference premiere. And he does have a whole spiel about why he's thinking these dates. He rolls down here, look, this is the Fallout dates. From start to finish when they did everything. Okay, so he's like comparing these timelines, and then he did it for Rings of Power. And then he tells things like, the happenings and such. So and there's like, he's got weird, interesting ways of why he's got.
No, I don't believe it.
Why he's got to April 10th. But the reason it works so well for me is because a few weeks ago, Rosamund announced, there was an announcement of the play she's doing in London, which I really, really go and hope to see. And then Sulin was describing rehearsal time and setups time and like run times and things like that. And then we calculated those to match with when the play that's going to be there prior to Rosamund's play at that theatre finishing. The dates kind of worked out for something in early April being the release of the TV show, because then she's available to do premieres and interviews and talks and all those different things that you want one of your EPs and your biggest star to be doing for your major show. So, if it doesn't come by the middle of April, it's going to have to be the very end of 2025, which is just ridiculous.
I just don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, and my sources, like the first half of 2025. That's what I've been told. So, yeah, it kind of fit for April 10th for me. So I've decided it's going to happen on April 10th, and I'm doing Countdown to Match. So, but yeah, will they do advertisements? We hope. What do you reckon, Amis?
I mean, we'll get a trailer at some point. Hope for any kind of advertising. We might get a behind-the-scenes reel. We might get a teaser trailer. I feel like the first season they did a really great job keeping, getting people hyped. I feel like season 2 they got a new marketing director and they were like. And then season 3, I really hope that they really understand like what they're missing by not advertising, because we are going to watch. We're not actually, they cater to the fans a lot of the books, which is great, but we're not the ones they have to convince. Like most of us are going to watch it. Even the naysayers are going to still watch. They have something to complain about, which is fine. Give us viewership. I don't care. But it's the people that forgot about it. Like I can tell you, I have started, 6 different streaming shows, and I have not gone back and watched season 2 or maybe season 3 because it's been 2 years since the first one came out, and I don't have time anymore. I've lost any kind of steam for it. Obviously, it's not Wheel of Time, but like unless I'm super hooked, it's not a priority. And so
Right.
they really do need to get back into, if they can't make it shorter because of, FX and stuff like that, which is understandable, then they need to keep advertising. And I feel like Amazon does not do what they need to do. So
Yeah,
I hope that Kev's right.
Yeah, I think season 2 was a combination of Amazon really only putting proper marketing behind shows that are like a guaranteed success in essence, or have a guaranteed like massive audience. Like Lord of the Rings obviously comes with a built-in audience in effect.
Yeah.
If they did Star Wars, that would come with a built-in audience. Star
Right.
Trek comes in with a built-in audience. All those things are out there, they're established, they're existed. Like other shows, other movies have done the hard legwork to create massive
Absolutely.
worldwide fandoms. They come with built-in fandoms. It's easy to be like, we could cater to this because there's already millions of people out there who love this.
Mm-hmm.
So Wheel of Time doesn't come with that. So Amazon, and I'm sure they do it for some of their other shows, but Amazon are just like, well, we won't put as much into this just yet. And I think when you combine that with all the writers' strike and the actors' strike that was happening for season 2, I think it was just like, well, what can we do?
Yeah.
And it was all just like, last minute Larry bits and pieces, and it just like, I think we got through season 1 with obviously the world shutting down. We got through season 2 with the writers and the actors shutting down. I think now we've got season 3. We don't have an actor strike. We don't have a writer strike. Thank God we don't have a global pandemic anymore. We don't need another Matt. Let's just, I think finally, third time lucky. Hey, that's what I'm thinking, folks. So, and I have been saying for years that season 1 would do good and people would love it. And then season 2 would come out and it would be better. It'd be an upgrade and more people would love it, but it still wouldn't be everywhere, but it'd be getting some acclaim. And then season 3 would come out and suddenly it'd just be like, season 3 will do for Wheel of Time what Shadow Rising did for the books. Because the first 3 books were like, oh, this is cool. It's getting a bit, give it. Shadow Rising came out and it went bang. And I think season 3 is going to do that for Wheel of Time. So
yeah, and I'm always holding on to that one interview. I don't remember if it was like I feel like almost it was not X-ray, but it was on Amazon somewhere. But I remember one interview with Rafe. This was, I think during season 1 even. This was a long time. And he said, I'm really looking forward to season 3 because that's when he basically inferred that the executives would take their hands out of it and let the creators actually create the way they wanted.
Nice.
And he basically said that. And so I've been like, that's been in the back of my little mental Rolodex for like a long time, just hoping that is correct.
Well, I could believe that because, and this is, I'm not trying to like drop anything now, but when I was lucky enough to be taken to Prague last year and we went and we saw some sets and things, and we went and actually watched the first 2 episodes inside the White Spring Inn, which was just incredible to do. Afterwards, we were in the van with, the couple of the people from the social team as they were driving us back to where we're all staying. And, the execs asked them to ask us, not like named who said what, but just like, what do the folks we've invited who are fans, not the, the TikTokers and all those other people that are there on contracts and such, but like, what do the fans actually think of what they've seen so far for season 2? Like, they were genuinely interested in what we had to say. So like, I think that to me does imply that the execs do like have a lot of, hands-on, like fingers in pies and like a lot of like, what about this? And you should do that. And you should do this. And yeah, I think that if season 3 is as good as I think it's going to be, then they can just be like, yeah, you know what you're doing, Rafe, we'll leave you to it. So, and then just here's more money, So.
If they can't get maybe the most popular book of the series, right? Like,
generally speaking, a lot of people say season 4. Yeah. So, book 4, Shadow Rising. Yeah. Most people say it's their favorite book.
I think it's good that it's a favorite, and also it's a great book. It's exciting. It's got so many good things in it. Like, if you mess this up, you're not good at your job.
Yeah.
Then okay, we're done. But I have really great hopes. It's such a great book, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. So
I have a
Cannot
couple other thoughts too.
go for it.
So at New York Comic Con this weekend, anybody going, Foldies? Anybody going
Yeah,
to
put
Comic
your
Con?
hand up in chat if you're going, by the way.
Put your
folks.
hand up. I mean, I'm not going, so I won't
I'm not
bring it
going
up,
either, yeah.
But it's happening this weekend. There's no Wheel of Time stuff. In fact, there's barely a Prime presence. But they are pushing this James Patterson adaptation show. That launches like the 14th of November, I think, is when the show actually goes live on Amazon. So,
so like in 3.5 weeks.
Right. So they're pushing that at New York Comic Con, and then it goes live in November. And then I was just kind of playing around today as I was thinking about what we're going to talk about tonight. So there's a couple of things. So Sony, they have a bunch of different production companies. This isn't Sony Pictures, it's one of their others. But also November 22nd, which is the Thursday, I think, before the week of Thanksgiving. So like Thanksgiving in the US is the next week, which is generally a big movie weekend. People go, it's kind of like Christmas here. People go to the movies. That week, one of Sony Pictures production companies launches the movie Here, which is Robin Wright, Tom Hanks, not reprising Forrest Gump roles, but also directed by Robert Zemeckis. And it's this obviously very big movie. It's beautiful. It's going to touch people's hearts. It's one of those kind of Forrest Gump type feeling movies. And it's the same actors, both great actors. And that's coming out November 22nd. So there are multiple opportunities. Like, when you go to a theater, the theater doesn't direct what trailers you get to watch before your movie. It's generally movies that are related to that production studio or whoever is paying the most money, right? So we could see a trailer in the theater. I've seen TV trailers in theaters now. It's new. It's weird, but it's new.
We have just regular television adverts in the theater now. Like we have television adverts, and then we have movie trailers, and then you have the movie.
Right.
And that's not new. That's been happening for a while. That like when I used to live in New Zealand, that was a thing there. I worked for a coffee company, and they did television advertising, but they also at the same time put the longer version of their, because they had a short version, a long version, the longer version of that into cinemas as well, which is very weird because I was the chef in it. So it was very strange to see myself on the big screen.
Nice.
for like half a second, just see me grinning, and I'm like, okay. No, it was weird. It was kind of uncomfortable, to be honest. But yeah, so there's two different ways to look. Like, the regular trailer comes out on regular television, streaming services, things like that. Obviously put out on YouTube and other places. So there's, you could slip it in with the regular television advertising, but you could also, I suppose, kind of slip it in with the movie advertising in a way.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah. So
I mean, there's some November possibilities. They do have another movie coming out in December, but not big like this one. This is huge. Yeah. This is going to drive people to theaters.
I think like maybe like a 30-second teaser would be okay. Like next month, I think that would, like with a release in April. I think that would be, because if you have the trailer come out like 4 months before the TV show, people forget, the excitement disappears. I probably wouldn't expect a full trailer until.
No, but like a teaser, like a 15-second teaser.
Yeah, 15-second, 30-second teaser, something like that. Yeah, I could absolutely see that coming out.
I think so one of the only movies I saw in the theater this year was Twisters, because why not? And
is it because of the plot?
I mean, it was for the fun. Let's be honest.
For the fun, for the pow.
I like fun movies. Anyway, but there was a trailer that was like, I don't know, Memorial Day or something. There was a trailer for the holidays, and that's 7 months ahead of time. So, and it wasn't a full trailer; it was just a teaser. So it's just like, okay, let's just throw it in there. You get a little teaser, and then that's the way it used to work too before streaming. So
yeah,
it's possible we get something before the new year.
I would like a teaser next month. I think that would be a good kickstart to the excitement. It will get people talking before the holidays. And yeah, I would like it. I want excitement. I want I want to see your polished season 3 awesomeness. I want to feel excited about it. I want to be screaming about it. I want to be predicting what's going to happen. Yeah, I want to. I mean, you know, we
Did
want
you
all
hear that,
fun.
Rafe? Rob wants it.
Just
shall do what he says.
give it to us. Give it to us.
Oh,
So-
give it to me, my precious.
Tell me
Come
which Amazon
on.
exec I need to schmooze. Not that I know any of them, obviously, but I will schmooze them however they require schmoozing. Please just tell me who and where and when, and I will schmooze to my best ability. So
I don't really understand like the secrecy necessary. It's a TV show. Like they could have easily been hyping up the show for a long time with like cast announcements. Like that should be not something that's secret. Like it's not going to damage the show if we know who's playing, you know, a Forsaken or something. If they don't want to tell us which Forsaken's going to be there or which characters may or like the characters that we are not sure are going to show up, fine, surprise us. But like the ones we know are going to be there, like okay, then we know this is going to happen in this book.
yeah,
Like we know in the Shadow Rising, we are going to the Threefold Land, and we're going to meet some Aiel. Just give us some Aiel cast announcements.
yeah,
Guess what?
That would be cool.
Camelin is happening. Maybe Morgaze and Elida. Like, just do it. It's not going to
Gareth
hurt.
Bryn, you know, yeah.
Gawain, Galad, anybody. Like, it's not going to hurt.
I mean, you could
It's not
just
gonna hurt
announce
the
Shure
production.
is actually in Wheel of Time. I've got thousands of people with that on what was it? What's the 1st of May? No, first
May
May, April
Day?
Fool's Day. No, April Fool's Day. When Kev and I accidentally both did the same thing. We changed our Twitter accounts to the Wheel of Time and then posted shit, and people took it seriously because they didn't really look. Yeah, just announce ones we already know. Just confirm.
Right,
them.
like
That would
I
be
don't
fun.
understand why this is so secret. It makes no sense. It's not going to hurt us. We're not going to lose any excitement.
I mean, unless they
people
want to
who
save
are
the
nerds-
teaser for What a Holiday, that would
sure.
be cool. If they want to
Why
save the
don't you
teaser
just
for What a
email
Holiday,
your BFF guy and have him try to,
have,
you know,
have him send it to me.
muscle his way in there and then get us the trailer for What a Holiday.
Folks, if you don't know what that is, we're getting close now. That is, let me actually
We
look.
should
I think
probably
it's
talk about that.
6 weeks away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gee, 6 weeks, folks. Okay. Yeah, if you don't know what a Holiday is, if you've stumbled onto this and you've never watched us before, What a Holiday is an annual charity event that I put together with a couple other folks every single year at the end of November, beginning of December type time, and we're coming up to our 5th year. So yeah, you should come join us. Yeah, folks, be there and join us. We have a whole slew of people coming to join us. I have the list here just to one side. Joining us for the party will be the Dusty Wheel, Three Winning Podcast, Taverland After Dark, North Harbour Podcast, Twatcast, the Leafcast will be doing Watchinary, which is a classic that was born on the very first What a Holiday. Bodie will be joining us, Liz Be Nerdy, the Flickerverse will be doing a show, Wheel and Chill, Threefold Brunch will be happening, ladies and gents. Dragamount, Rebecca and Beth will be recreating the Wheel of Shenanigans from last year, which was insane. Thirsty the Clown will be doing parodies.
Yes.
Delve in the Chronicles, a brand new podcast, will be hanging out with us an hour. Memo will turn up and do probably some awesome, incredible chibi stuff. Sulin will be doing the Unhinged Ships that was unveiled at this year's Malkier Con, which was a huge hit. Blacktail Podcast will be hanging out with us. The Soundscapes of Time will be here for his first appearance on What a Holiday, and then finishing off usually one of the first ones on the docket, but they're rounding off for us this year. Talk Around Riyadh will be closing us
Nice.
out on the 24th slot. So it's going to be insane. There's still a few more slots in there that we haven't quite filled. We're tinkering with things. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen this year. Last year, shit just came out of nowhere. So, but you got like 6 weeks to go.
Did you say you've been tinkering? Are you tinkering 2 pots while hot? Don't do that.
Look, I'm tinkering lots of pots while hot. Okay, you know, because
Those pots ought not to be hot, Rob.
Well,
when you're tinkering, pots.
It's just much more fun if you got hot pots to tinker. So this is just the rules of what it is. And I did have
so you said soundscapes, but also isn't this your first with three-wheeling at What a Holiday? Because you guys started after last year, right?
Yes, it will be the first of three-wheeling. That is quite true.
Who else is there besides, I guess, Sulin's shipping panel? That's a first.
So
Are there any other firsts?
Sulin's shipping panel was the first. Thirsty Parodies is technically a first. Thirsty did live parodies. Yep. First live Thirsties at Malkier, but he
by the way,
never done.
I don't know if you noticed, but we're wearing matching shirts. We totally planned this.
Absolutely. Delve in the Chronicles is new.
The
Unhinged Ships, and Soundscape. So what's that, like 5 new shows that weren't here last year? So that's going to be pretty awesome.
And people thought the Wheel of Time content creator and fandom was in a lull. Well, these are all your content creators that you love so much, and they're all going to be there for a good cause. It's so great.
Yeah. We are raising funds for the Light Weaver Foundation, which we have done every year, but we are also raising funds for the Prague Shakespeare Company, which is the company that Guy Roberts started in Prague. It is a non-profit organization. They do incredible work taking Shakespeare all around Europe and helping young and new actors and actresses to get into Shakespeare and to get out there and experience acting on stage and bringing Shakespeare in very, very creative ways to a huge amount of people. So, which I absolutely love. And I'm going to preview a song. I've decided.
Do it.
Yeah.
You control this, Rob.
I do. I'm in charge.
You just be in charge, Rob.
Yeah, I'm in charge. So we're gonna 1 second. It's just processing. This comes from a very dear watcher who put this together for me, and you might hear this on the adverts, but you get the first listen to it, folks. Don't know how loud this is going to be, so let's do that, and we'll go.
What a holiday! It's the What a Holiday, dear, and Rob, your host, will make things clear. Stay for talk, but walk the walk. We're here to spread the cheer. On the What a Holiday cast, many friends gather on air and spread good word of a cause worthy of our time each year. You know it's worthy. Oh, we're here to show our love and charity. Let it pass you by. Level up your giving spree. Level up. It's the What a Holiday, dear, and it comes each year for you. So do your part and you will have the heart of all who give some to. What a holiday.
That was amazing. You heard it here first, live.
I love Skeeter. Too wholesome. I suddenly want to hug everyone. If you're not aware of who that was, let me adjust the sound settings before I put on our regular music. That is the very talented and very kind, he's in chat right now, Matthew Murdoch. Thank you so much for that, Matthew. So that will be our regular theme music for this year. That we will play. It'll be part of the advertisements. It'll be the intros, outros, things of that nature. Andrew will, as is tradition, Andrew will be creating some chaotic bit of awesomeness for us to play and enjoy. And we will be revealing snack calendar model pages, shall we say. Brian and I are working hard. We just had the 12th model confirmed about 4 hours ago. So, and the model list is very impressive, shall we just say. Brian and I will obviously be creating some panels, some modeling, but we have 10 other folks joining us, and they are all new this year. We did not do repeats. We wanted to spread the love. Amis.
Yes, sir.
Do you know who the model is this year? The main model that we're all recreating?
I mean, I think we talked about it last week. Should we talk about it again?
Yeah, we're gonna recreate some Priyanka poses.
Yes, some Priyanka, as she is the snack of the snack order calendar. It is appropriate that she gets her own calendar. I agree.
On top of that, she was upset that we went with Taylor last year. She's like, why you and not me, Taylor, or something. I'm paraphrasing that, but I believe that was kind of the vibe. And so
it's because his posts, though, like, let's be honest, his posts are very about him. Like, she does do a lot of sexy pictures and pictures of herself, but she's generally, at least from what I see, she's always kind of got like a message behind a lot of her posts where it's just like, look at my abs, you know, like, it's not really about more than like him or his, like, and I say that in the most loving way. Like, it's so he deserves his calendar too, I think. So
it was appropriately inspired, but it spawned a annual event. So we'll be revealing those. No, not on Nude this year. We'll be revealing the 10 new models as we reach the 10 steps towards our main goal of 10,000 throughout the stream. And you get to enjoy them. Brian and I will just be the freebies that you get to see when it goes up for pre-sale. That should be in the next couple of weeks, folks. There'll be an announcement about it, and they go up for pre-sale, and we'll put them together. And then once because it'll be up for a limited amount of time, once the sales are done and complete, then we'll close. We'll get them all ordered, because if we can buy them in bulk, we get them better, and then we can donate more money to the charity, which is the Community Entertainment Fund. And one lucky person will win their calendar signed by Priyanka herself. So we're gonna draw that out during Wild Holiday. One of you who purchases a calendar will be able to have that calendar signed. Last year it went to Andrew. Actually, Taylor got it signed by a whole bunch of people, including Priyanka. But yeah, this year Priyanka's gonna sign it, and who knows what else. I don't know. I didn't know what Taylor was going to do with it last year. It didn't get out till like April or something by the time because of his travels and things. But yeah, we're going to have fun doing that. So that's enough chit chat. We got about half an hour. I mean, shall we?
Yeah, look at that. We had so much news today.
Yeah, amazing. We had so much to talk about. I love doing all this.
We should play one more ad to get people in the mood, don't you think?
We should. Should we play the original ad?
Oh,
the one that started it all.
The one that started it all.
The one that started it all. So, folks, this came... Oh, God, who actually created this? I feel like this was... Maybe this might have been like Wise One Shelley's idea or something. Or Mel. Maybe Mel, actually. I don't know. Leigh-A, correct me. Maybe it was Bane and Shead. I don't fucking know. We like to just claim it. Amis, it probably was you. That's true Threefold Talks fashion, where we just tell it was somebody who wasn't.
Yeah, sure, it was me. No, it was not me, but... I do have a story about this, which I've shared with you privately that we can talk about too, which is pretty fun. But yeah, not me.
Awesome. But yeah, this is the word from our sponsor that started it all, folks. Please enjoy what might be for some of you your first look at the Shufi.
Have you been feeling less than fresh? Is your cabin store losing that classic scent of blood, sweat, and sand? Has rolling around and fighting in the flowers and grass made you smell more like a soft Wetlander and less like the dry and chalky piece of stone you truly are? The makers of Loom, the deodorant for your private parts, are here to tell you you don't have to live this way anymore. Introducing Shufi, the natural deodorant for your shoofa. The next time you're feeling like a disgusting body of water, just apply a small amount of Shufi to your shoofa and you'll feel like brand new. Like you never got stuck in the wetlands following the Kara Khan after the traumatic revelation that your pacifistic ancestors betrayed their oaths and your whole life is kind of a lie. Shufi uses ultra-absorbent technology to sop up the stench of the wetlands whilst leaving only the driest, most natural scents of the freefold land. Shufi comes in a variety of scents like blood splatter, sand, sweat tent, hot stone, leather, freshly washed spear, and tears of your enemies. Just listen to this testimonial from a maiden who uses Shufi.
I had to walk across a stream, and it was horrifying. My boots and pants smelled like water for days. I felt so ashamed, I asked the wise ones to help me meet my toe. Instead, they told me about Shufi. It only took a small amount of the poisonous desert monster scent to make me feel like myself again. Much G, Shufi.
Shufi, because the wetlands are gross. Now in Ultra Dry, which will have you feeling sandier than a stone dog's butt crack in no time.
I like the ending there. And Matthew had
It's
to
so
see
good. So, okay. So, one, it's called Lumi, not Loom. And I know this.
Oh,
You
okay.
say the creator of Loom. So,
I do, yes, because I didn't know.
I'm so famous, you guys. Okay, so I worked for a company, and recently in the last 10 years purchased by Amazon, and I used to work in their wellness department. And Shannon is her name. I can't remember her last name off the top of my head. She is a OBGYN, and she created Lumi. But before that, she got her start in my store selling soaps that she made, handmade of soaps.
Wow.
And while she was selling her soaps, which were incredible, by the way, Shannon? Dr. Klingman's her last name. Please bring your soaps back. Incredible. So we were allowed, before Amazon bought the store I worked in, the store that shall not be named. We actually, as managers of our department, got to bring in local people that we liked. And she was incredible. She had passion. Her soaps worked well. She was an OBGYN. She knew what she was doing. And while she was selling her soaps in our store, then she spread out into the local other stores in the market. And she was working on this patent for this deodorant she kept telling me about. She was like, yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be this deodorant, but it's also going to be for all of your bodies. You can put it in your crotch. You can put it behind your knees. You can put it under your boobs. You can put it anywhere. And
Amazing.
It lasts for 24 hours. And I was like, what? I don't know about this, right? I quit that job, moved, and literally like a year later, she and I were messaging each other. And I was like, holy shit. Your ads are everywhere. She had she had interviews on like local TV shows, and then she was just everywhere. The Lumi deodorant was, and it's still everywhere. It's on like 20 different iterations now. There's so many products, and I'm
Amazing.
just so proud of this woman. She went through some serious fucking heartache, which I'm not going to talk about on this show, and she championed through that, and now she's living her best life, so
Amazing. Does she want to create an IEL themed soap?
well, I can ask her. I'd be like, hey Shannon, let me show you this advertisement.
Yeah. And just be like, I apologize in advance for the British narrator who did not know how to read your company name.
It's fine. You're British. It sounds so sweet anyway.
But yeah, I mean, if she wants to partner with us and make a IEL themed soap, that would be hilarious.
Yeah. So when I first saw that Shufi ad, I'm just gonna say I about lost it. I was dying. I was like, oh my gosh, I
So
cannot
cute.
believe you made this. So thank you for doing that. That was so
It's
fun.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, we wanna tinker and make another one, folks. So
Yeah.
how do we want to go about this?
Well, I don't know. How do you?
Well,
did you do this before? We could
so-
talk about the slogans first and see which we could do a poll
Yeah,
for the slogans, maybe.
so yeah, we kind of had like so this is something that Mel and I threw together. It's been a long time since we made an advert on Threefold Talk, folks. We kind of got a little stalled on just production and ideas and things like that, and then we just never sort of like kicked it back into gear. So we wanted to try and do that, but Mel and I threw around an idea a while ago. And I say a while ago, I'm talking like 18 months ago, a while ago. So, well, maybe not quite 18 months ago, but over a year ago. Anyway. And it's the basic concept is imagine, now this sounds really bad to start with, so just bear with me, folks. Imagine like a hostage video, okay, where a dentist has been kidnapped by the town, and by a town, and they're being forced to read advertisements for their services, but the people forcing them to read the advertisements are Red Veil Aiel, hence the dentist connection, because they have sharpened teeth, and yeah, we kind of like we threw together some things, but there was some slogans, because a curve of spears sets life straight. Get you a grill that glints with the gristle of your enemies. That was a fun one. Get a Red Veil 3 with every treatment so you can easily hide the blood of your enemies. And because your dentist should fear you for once. So
yeah, everybody know who the Red Veil Aiel are, otherwise known, as we were reminded by Leigh-A today, the Samansai. Do we all know who those folks are? Oldies.
Hopefully so.
Hopefully so. That's what the town is actually the town.
That is what it's called, the town.
Yeah, the town. And these poor souls were left. They were left, the male channelers in the Aiel and some other men, to go fight, and then they were taken by the Melindhra and become red veiled Aiel for the dark. So bad guys, and they're known to have what? Their teeth sharpened.
Yeah. So I've just wrote on the screen, folks. Red Veil Aiel kidnap a dentist to help them. Throw us your ideas. Okay, and we are going to take this with, like, because Mel and I kind of threw like a few things together. We do have like a rough sort of concept. It was like Red Veil Dental Service or something. Now available next to the Turning Point Recruitment Center. You know, so think about the town they're in. Think about like a dentist services they could offer. What Red Veil Aiel might want. We want some of like, you know, some of your ideas. I'm going to star them in chat and we'll save them. Like, here we go. Skeeter coming in strong. Come to the town, turn that frown upside down. You know, great start. You
know what I always think of when I think of these folks? Has anybody ever seen The Hunger Games, the first movie?
Yes.
I think it's the first movie. Or is it it's the second one where they... Sorry, I'm going to spoil The Hunger Games for everybody. The second movie with the woman who files her teeth.
Yes.
And they show her teeth, and they're all super chicken pointy.
Exactly. I was on. Yeah, exactly the same for me. Yeah, I'm with you there. That's exactly what I was thinking when I read this. So it's
that's what I always picture, is her mouth.
Yeah. You know, so you know, there were other lines we came up like, so imagine this dentist is calling off his advert, and he's kind of like trying to call for help a little bit, but it's like, RVDS, I'll strive to bring a razor finish to your smile so you don't bring one to mine. You know, like he's terrified that you're going to attack him. What have you been flossing? Your points must not be sharp enough. Yeah, like something around flossing. That's a good, you know, my garden, I like that. Yeah. It does. You're right, Glenn. It does sound pretty brutal.
And now the goal of this, Foldies, is that we come up with some great copy tonight, and we'll talk about this later. But we're gonna not be around next week because we've got some series raids to be doing, and then we're gonna come back on Halloween and hopefully have some visuals for you. So we need your help with some copy here.
Yeah. So, and I'm gonna try and play some music. I'm gonna go hunting when it loads up. Come on, load up properly. Okay, so I'm going to log into this, log into my music service, and we're going to go hunting for some music. No one likes dentists. They can do whatever. Well, that's it. We're kind of turning it on a dentist at the moment. So what sort of like mood or genre of music should I look for, Amis, to try and find us something?
I mean, kind of questionable music, because you know, when you go to the dentist, it's always kind of a risk, right? Like you're always like unsure of what's going to happen.
So, shall we just like scary to start with? Let's see what we get for scary. We could
ambiguously scary.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to throw this on. Folks, shout out to this is Epidemic Sounds, sound.com. This is where I get my music from for all my productions and things. It is a service that I pay for. So it enables me to continuously use the music and not get any sort of sound issue. I can literally just search for like moods, different types of genres of music, whatever. I've literally just, for example, here we go, scary mood, and it's just going to give me scary songs here in theory. So like, if I play this, can you hear that?
A little bit, yeah.
So that one's this one's the monsters are real. What is this?
Ooh.
Now as you can see here, folks, I don't know how well you can see that. Oh yeah, my mouse has moved. Like you can see here, this is like sound waves of the actual track.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see this one doesn't get very loud, but like if I click it here, it's gonna get. Oh, so this is like almost background music. This one, okay.
Yeah,
so
it's a good one. I like that one.
It's not bad. This one's called Signs. Want something that sort of invokes a dentist chair or like a visit to something, whilst also being slightly terrifying, I suppose. I want something a little bit more upbeat than this.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Well,
this is
very
interesting.
Radiohead right there.
Yeah.
Some of the copyrights. Hello, citizens of the town.
Mm-hmm.
I am honored to have been recruited to join you this year. I've been informed you are in dire need of a person of my particular set of skills.
Yeah.
So things like that.
Yeah, this gets to be interesting. And then like it picks up later on.
I like the slow parts of it better than the fast parts, I'll be honest. Ooh.
Oh, this is. I mean,
that's when the dentist is running away.
Yeah, this could. Yeah, so this could be like an advert in 2 parts, folks. You know, like this could be, like the beginning could be like the dentist, like, or just reading the slogan, and then suddenly afterwards it's like, I'm joking, I'm running away, help me. So, there's options. Okay, so that's an interesting one. We could let's save that to the like one. This, yeah, Les is creepy as fuck. Yeah. So the rises and I think I've just described that, the rise and stuff. Okay. Fresh sharp strips. Yes, let's start that. I like that. That's good. Let's see something that's got this one kind of Forest of Eternity. This one looks like it builds a bit.
I think while we listen to this, we should determine what slogan we're going with, because that can help us determine what we're going to use for music.
Yeah.
And copy.
It could. Let's go back to moods. See lots of different mood options here. Like there's even a sexy mood there. I'm not really sure that's what we're going for. Running, that's always high tempo. We don't want that one. We could do suspense. Let's see what suspense gives us. We don't want southern hip hop. Oh my god, that's the first thing.
Wait, what? That's in suspense, southern hip hop.
Yeah, apparently. I'm gonna play it just for shits and giggles, to be honest. Okay, no, I can kind of see how this.
I'm not mad about that at all.
Yeah. I'm not. This is okay. This is not terrible.
Why is that southern hip hop? No, I'm confused.
I don't know.
But maybe I'm not informed on southern hip hop. Apparently,
yeah.
So anyone out there who's a southern hip hop fan, please educate me, because I didn't know that's called southern hip hop.
This one.
I liked it,
this one says like ambient, pulses, mysterious, and suspense are the keywords for it. So. That doesn't feel very scary, does it?
It's very Stranger Things when they're riding their bikes.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Not sure it's the right vibe of what we.
No, I don't like that one.
No. Orchestral hybrid. Okay. And this one's called Arctic Embers. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, Matthew is right. Genre labeling is just weird. So I usually end up going through various things before I find one after. I don't often find the mood ones too. Fear. Oh, Fear could be interesting.
It's
Ambient
definitely
cinematic.
fearful.
Okay. This is kind of like an ambient one. Yeah, no.
Sound is hard.
Yeah. So
I think
mean,
you just pick a few and then we write the copy and you fit it in.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah, that's it's something. So when I've been going through narrations in the past, which I haven't done for a while until Whattober, I've been doing narrations for Whattober. What I initially would do, I would put on, I would find the piece I was going to narrate. I would narrate it totally dry, just me and the recording, no music, no background, nothing. And then I would, I was lucky enough to be able to send it to a couple of musicians, and they would create like a set piece to it, and it was cool. But then later on, when I that sort of that opportunity was no longer available, I started to look for pieces of music to kind of give me an inspiration for a vibe, for a piece. Because someone like, you should narrate this. I'm like, okay, I'll go look through, and I would look through Epidemic to see if I could find, music that would suit what I was looking for. And then I started to narrate once I had the music, and it actually made my narrations better. So yeah, if we get some good copy going here, folks, then we can definitely go through and find some tracks, and then we'll hopefully get this together before our show in Halloween, which we should probably talk about. So, folks, we're gonna take a week off. We won't be here on the 24th. We got some rating to do and some things to get together. However, the show after that,
you have homework.
We have homework. Yes. However, the show after that is on October 31st, folks. All Hallows Eve. I am right there, isn't it? It's the 31st.
It is.
Yes, good.
Suddenly I was like, wait. It'll be your All Souls Day, but it'll be our All Souls Eve. You will already be into the All Souls Day, but that's okay.
It will. Yeah, it'll already be the 1st of November for me, but we're going to count it as Halloween. So yeah, folks, our show in 2 weeks' time is on Halloween, so we'll be doing a scary special. There will be some surprises, things we're going to get together for you, and hopefully we can pull this advert together for you in time as well. Mostly it comes down to the visuals. I find that's probably what's going to take me the most to sort out. Was the music too loud there? I just noticed it.
I just tried to turn it down a little, but it's touchy.
It is very touchy.
I did it. It's good.
Nice.
Go on. I'm listening.
So we're gonna take next week off, and then we are. I mean, I don't want to give them too many surprises, Amis.
We should tell them what their homework is, though, right?
Okay. Well.
Or do you not want to tell them their homework? We have to give the procrastinators like at least.
What was their homework? I missed.
Okay, I can tell them the homework. Okay, so Foldies, we are going to talk. We're going to focus on scary things in the book or the show. So you're going to have some homework. Rob or one of us will post it on all of the medias, and we want you to help us come up with some of your favorite scary, like horror parts of the books or the show as we've seen it so far. Like what parts of the books, like I can think of a couple in my head right now that are horrific in the books that when people read this series, they think it's just a fantasy series, and it really goes into horror, it goes into sci-fi. It's such a great series for just genre bending. It's just crazy. So we're going to talk about those things. So you're going to see a deadline that we are going to want you to have these ideas to us so we can talk about them on the Halloween show. And we probably, I will most likely come in costume. Rob, I hope you come in costume. You better. And then Foldies, I would love to see your costumes as well. So that's your homework. Horrific parts of the books and show.
And don't just go for the classics, because there are some easy options there, folks. There's some easy outs for that. Be a little outside the box. Like, come to us with interesting. And if you're like, do you know what, this is scary, or this is one of the scarier moments in the books, because come to us with reasons as well. Because sometimes you're like, do you know what, that wasn't that scary when I read it. You'd be like, actually, this is terrifying, because think of this as a consequence, or what had to happen in advance for that to happen on the page. And sometimes you're like, damn, that's actually terrifying. So
so Leigh-A puts a good example up there, but don't all tell us now. Save it for later. So here's an example by Leigh-A. Thank you, Leigh-A, of what some things that you can bring to the table that we will discuss with all of you in chat, hopefully, on Halloween.
So. That would be really, really cool. We do have some comments that I've got saved. Let me just trim down the ones from earlier. Okay, so we've got like 4 or 5 in there, which are good. Because obviously Mel and I did have some options, and I know Amis was chomping at the bit to add a few in. So we're definitely gonna have some fun. I think we've got some. I definitely. So we've got come to the town, turn that frown upside down. I like that. The flossing. Your points must not be sharp enough. It's fun, because then we can mix that in with the crest sharpening fang pastes, or the sharp strips, now with bubbles of evil, stuff like that. And the having trouble sinking your teeth into your quest. That's like a good opener sort of segment, isn't it? Like you're almost like the Shufi. Like, are you having trouble getting rid of the stench of the wetlands? You know, so. But feel free, if you've got more folks, to add them into chat, because we're happy.
I'm gonna put this one in chat, because this is my favorite of the drafts that you and Mel came up with, and it just makes me laugh every time.
And folks, if you are watching after we finished and we are no longer live, please put them into the comment section of the video afterwards. I will go and review them for at least the following week. So like try and work on the copy, and that obviously I need a little bit of time for final draft and recording and then editing a video together. But yeah, chew on your love for darkness. Nice, Patrick. I like that. And this is the one that Mel and I came up with in the copy, because your dentist should fear you for once, because we're all, whether you're okay with a dentist or not, there's all a little bit, we're like, this man or woman gets into my mouth with electric drilling apparatus, or like big sharp pointy things, and scrapes the teeth, and all sorts. Like I've said, they're banging shit, like terrifying.
But please, everyone, go to the dentist. It's really important.
Do go to the dentist.
Please go.
But I'm just saying, like,
we're
all a little. No, not everyone is. Some people are scared of the dentist. Some people hate the dentist. Some people are just uncomfortable. But we're all a little weirded out when a person sits over us and like puts sharp objects inside our mouth. So
you know what pisses me off?
Maybe your dentist should fear you for once. You know
what I really hate is when they're talking to you like the whole time, whether it's you or whether it's like the tech person, the dental hygienist, or the dentist. They're like asking you questions, and you're like,
and they're
listen. Like, I can't.
Yeah, like, you've got shit in my mouth. I can't. You've got like a sucky thing for saliva. You've got like a couple of pairs of sticks in my mouth. You're expecting conversation.
And I'm like, for one thing, like, screw you. And I actually have headphones in on purpose, because I don't love this experience. Stop talking to me. Like, if you don't need me to answer and you just like are asking me random questions, like, I don't know. It just cracks me up.
Just focus on your tooth stabbing dentist person, and focus on your saliva clear up assistant person, and we'll all just get through this process nice and fast, please.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
But yeah. So you have your homework, folks. I say you've got, if you're going to throw comments in afterwards, you probably got, I'm going to give you a week. I'm going to give you until what is next Wednesday's dates. Let's say the end of the 23rd. So up until the 23rd, you can throw comments onto the video afterwards if you were unable to catch us live of ideas, and I will keep reviewing that. And then from Thursday over the weekend, I will put together the copy and record it, and then hopefully on the, the few days after that.
Lottie.
Yes, Lottie, thank you. Then hopefully I can get that together nice and decently before Halloween for a special reveal. So, any good fantasy to recommend? Sorry, I didn't get that. It just doesn't work, does it?
So, Rob, do you think, are we going to put I'm just throwing ideas out. Are we going to put a outline or something up for people to play off of, or just these slogans, and then we'll go from there?
Yeah, send us slogans. I Mel and I get we put together, again, this is over a year ago, but a rough sort of framework of a spiel. But I would love to be able to throw in some foldy ones there, and everyone just reckon that was my line. I might tweak them if it to fit some kind of flow structure or whatever that's going to work well. But yeah, I would love to try and replace some of those lines or change maybe some of the direction. I mean, there was comment in there, a comment that's what was the one, obviously the sharpening of the crest strips and things like that, the flossing, that sort of discussion. It's that wasn't something we had in there in our rough sort of ideas. It was a lot more about the scared dentist looking out for trying to be rescued, and something about different types of teeth and things. So, or a date
this one is good though. This one is good. You ready? This is what you and Mel wrote. One of your things. Let your chompers glisten with the gristle of your enemies.
Yeah.
Satisfaction guarantee, lifetime warranty. Also fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. But we were it wasn't quite, quite there. It needed tweaking. And then life lifed for quite a while, and we just never got back to it. So we decided, hey, we need to get back to that. So the possibility of adverts and teasers and things like that for all the time got us thinking about that. And here we go. That's what we're up to.
We need you, Foldies. We need your
Foldies. Yeah. So I'm going to write down all the ones that we've got now, and then I will keep checking over the next week for any that appear in the live chat. In the comment section afterwards, for those that couldn't make it to live chat. And I will get as many of those into the advert as I can feasibly fit in. And we'll have some fun. But I think that's probably about it. Should we wrap up there?
I think so. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I don't think we have anything else. I mean, just besides loving hanging out with all of you.
Yeah, absolutely. I do love hanging out with all of you. This is great fun. So,
hold on. Patrick closes with another one.
Sick of dogs biting you with no remorse? Come to the town's best dentist, Dr. Angus.
Sorry, Rob. What were you gonna say?
I love these. This is the second time it's just been you and I, and we've just kind of just sort of
We're just hanging out. Next time we totally are going to plan wearing the same things. This was just by magic.
No, it was it? Yeah. The last time we did this, look, here's a good disclaimer one from Brother Zachariah. The dental service offered by the shadow could lead to loss of fingers.
You and I, we did one. We talked about, was it Malkier?
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
That was good fun lamp session.
Circle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We did have one too. Mel and I, it was just the two of us too. So I don't remember what we talked about then. Somebody else might remember, but I don't remember. It's
been a lot of fun. I do like these kind of they're almost like hangout sessions. So they're good fun. But yeah, thank you, Foldies. Enjoy your week off. Get yourself ready for Halloween, and focus on that homework, which is, remind us again, Amis.
Horrific I do know what it is. From the book or show, and that you can share with us. We will put a post out in multiple social media platforms to tell you where to put those things. But think about it, get noodling, reread if you want. I mean, go for it. Yeah.
Do some rewatching. All sorts of options there for you.
Do some rewatching, and let us know. And also, if you want to dress up, I mean, costumes are definitely encouraged.
Yeah. we'd be more than happy to put up any photos of anyone who's dressing up for
Hell
Halloween.
yeah.
So please do that. So is that why people join the shadow for the dental coverage? I mean, possibly, you know. Who knows? But yeah, that's it for today, folks. So yeah. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Thank you, Mies.
All right.
Thank you, everyone in
Bye,
chat, for your
Foldies.
ideas. Thank you for those of you who have stuck around, watched us back later, and throws a comment onto the video afterwards for your ideas or just your thoughts on what fun show we had tonight. And we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. So until then, folks, please go and find lots of love, water, and shade. Bye.
Night, everybody.